how much money they've got, how well run they are. We know that 50% of workers with permanent injuries wind up living in poverty. Injured workers wind up living in poverty. And that's going to be hard for you guys to live with as well, knowing that a lot of these policy decisions are coming from the top. And the top is blowing a hell of a lot of money on trips to the United States, on businesses in the United States, and now they're sending some of your jobs to the United States. And in the meantime, they've given $4.5 billion back to employers, and that's money that could be going to the workers, yourselves, and to injured workers. Injured workers were promised back, and we know that when the WSIB used to be the Workmen's Compensation Board, and the Mike Harris government changed it to the Workers' Safety Insurance Board, which is a definite change in philosophy about the purpose of the organization. So it became structured more like a commercial insurance company, where from the top, you're trying to save money. But your job, and that's what I'm sure makes it so challenging, is to help the workers. And so you've got management pressing and taking money away from where it needs to be to give you guys the jobs that are sustainable. If you've got a 35% turnover rate, that tells you that you're dealing with a very difficult workplace and a toxic workplace in many, from what I understand. That's not okay. It's not okay for anybody. And given the kind of work that you're asked to do, it's a double whammy, right? So that you will be not only struggling with the lack of wages and the refusal to make up for what you lost during Bill 124, but then you're also going to be dealing with moral injury when you're trying to do your jobs well, and you've got such high caseloads, you can't possibly give all of yourself to every person when you can't. It's just not possible to do it. And that's wrong, it's unfair. It's unfair to you as workers, and it's unfair to the people that you're there to serve. Government continues to spin a fantasy about how everything is perfect at the WSIB. Things are so efficient. That's why they got all that extra money to give back to employers who, frankly, can get away with anything because they've got this experience rating, and that is an incentive not to report accidents. All of these things are completely divorced from the reality of what injured workers face and what you face as people who are there to support them. So it's time they cut the BS. They need to actually listen to people, and they need to get WSIB back to the bargaining table and getting you guys a fair deal. There's no question. We need a fair deal. Let's get it. Thank you. And anyway, anything we can do to continue to amplify your case, that's what we're here for. NDP stands behind you all the way. Thanks.